Hello, hello, Jani again. um, in my last video, as a lovely stitchy friend asked me how I thread my needle, so I thought I can show you a little more clear how I do it. And because I'm going to finish this floss, I thought I might, show. I was a thread licker, so I, just when I needed to thread my needle, I lick the the thread, and I threaded my needle, but it was getting a little difficult, to see the hole in the needle. So I see this method that you can thread a needle without trying to catch the hole in the needle. So I thought, you know what, I might try it. And well, let's see here how I finish my thread. I usually pass the floss under a few already made stitches, so I can do it vertically or horizontally. So that's it, and then I cut the floss, as one does generally, and taking care of not cutting the already the already made stitches. So let's see, I'm going to put a new thread in my needle. So I take the floss or the thread, and I put the thread around my finger like this, and here I have the needle, and with the floss around my finger, I put the eye of the needle. Let me move the cell. I put the eye of the needle, in over the thread, and I start moving the eye, and the thread goes through the needle, through the eye, and that's it. And I don't have to keep leaking the thread. Right now it's not safe, and I'm where I'm stitching, I put my mask, or for safety reason, it's not good to to leak your thread or being touching your mouth or so. And I'm going to try to do it again. I put the thread on my finger. I put the eye of the needle, over the thread, and I move the needle, to try to catch the thread. And you can see that the thread or the floss is through the eye of the needle. So I just pull the floss, and that's it. Sometimes it can get a little tricky, and my for example, here, like you took the floss, the wrong side, so it's not as easy. But in that case, I put the needle, I put the thread the other way, and try again. Or even the needle, I change the the sides of the eye, and yeah, it's at the beginning I had a hard time doing this, but it's like everything, you get a little more practice and you thread your needle. So yeah, not biggie. And then you can continue stitching, and here I'm going to start my floss or my thread, hiding the tail under the new stitches that I will start. So very carefully I put the tail under the first stitch and continue, with the rest of the stitches. Again, putting the tail under those stitches, and that's it. In this case, I finish the thread, to vertically, and I start the new one horizontally. But when I complete my stitches, there are, you can really tell where I start or finish my floss, and yeah, I can continue stitching, my blackberry house. So pretty. So yeah, that's how I thread my needle. I'm not a thread licker anymore.